Into match number 2, we go now over in the Europa League. Who's going to kick on from last weekend's action and, of course, make it maximum points? Or who's going to bounce back from, of course, a shit start to their campaign? We're going to into it, all of it, next. That's right, folks. I'm having a prediction video today. We're looking forward to match number 2 in this year's Europa League, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you're in, smash your subscribe button, bang it, all things Europa League related, Blackburn Rovers related, Woo Cup related later this year. That's right, boys and girls. Of course, match number 2 is just around the corner, and the likes of Union Berlin, of course, need to continue their start, as do Arsenal. Of course, so far so good for them. But of course, Roma need to bounce back and bounce back fast. Of course, after a staggering start against Ludogorets, Razgrad. We'll take a look at it, all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. But of course, what are we talking about? We're talking about this. Of course, it is the Europa League, and these are the predictions from my picks last time around. Of course, I scored 34 points, which, to be honest with you, is pretty shit. We are using the official UEFA Europa League predictor this season to see how we get on as well. So let's, of course, jump in the deep end and recap my results, and then, of course, we'll see how you all got on with your own predictions in our own little mini league. So, of course, my picks are, of course, the top. The real deal is at the bottom there. So Union Berlin with a 2-0 win over Saint-Gilloise. That's what I thought it was anyway. I even thought it in the intro. But no, it was a 1-0 win for Saint-Gilloise. So I got 0 points on that one. Meanwhile, Malmö against Braga went with the draw. It was a 2-0 win in the end for Braga. HJK against Betis. It was a 2-0 win in the end for Betis. And I got that one bang on point, as did 32% of the people who predicted that scoreline as well. Ludogorets Razgrad did beat Roma 2-1 in the end. I went with a 1-0 win, so I did pretty shit on that. Meanwhile, Fenerbahçe with a 2-1 win over Dinamo Kiev. I went with a 2-0 win. Ain't too shabby. Larnaca lost to Rennes there, 1-1 in my eyes. PSV only managed to draw against Bodø Glimt. Of course, 2-0 win in there for me on this one. Meanwhile, Zürich against Arsenal was a 2-1 win. I got the one bang on the nose there. I even got 8 points on that one. Why did I get 8 points on that one? 2-1, is that maximum points? Maybe you can even get 10 points. I think you get 10 points a pick. Imagine if you get all of them right, you'd be running away with it. So I got 8 points on that, Badgerino, so well done to me. Meanwhile, of course, Fenerbahçe with a 3-2 win over Trabzonspor, 2-1 for me, not too shabby on that one. Meanwhile, down here, we got Red Star Belgrade up against Monaco. It was a 1-0 win for Monaco, 2-0 win for me, so I did pretty shit on that one. Meanwhile, Freiburg against Qarabağ, 2-1 was the final score, got that one bang on the nose, and again, 6 points in the bag for me on that one. Nantes against Olympiacos, 2-1 win for me. Actually, it was 2-1 win for the real deal there, 0-0 in my eyes. Sheriff did smash Omonia Nikosia 3-0 in the end, so well done to them. Of course, United did get beat by Sociedad, 1-0 was the final score, 2-0 in my eyes. Sturm with a 1-0 win over Midtjylland, with the draw, and then wrap it up. Of course, Lazio did beat Feyenoord 4-2, 2-1 for me. Ain't too shabby. So those were the picks. In fact, let's take a look at the league then, of course, showcase who is kicking ass and taking names. I'm doing a little bit better than I did in the Conference League, but anyway, there's 23 of us in it. Chris Cap is number 1 with 52 points. How did he do it? Well, have a little look at it. Of course, he started off with pretty shit, just like me. Very, very shit as well. But then, of course, the points started coming in here. Of course, pick up 6 for this one, 1 for this one. Fenerbahçe picked up a 4-pointer on that. I did pick 4 points. He picked up 6 for the Larnaca one against Rennes. He picked up an 8-pointer here for the PSV one against Bodø Glimt. I thought it was a 1-0 win. Regardless, of course, yep. As you can see, this guy did very, very well as well. But what will I be? I'm, of course, down here in 16th spot. A little bit of a gap between myself and round here, got myself 5, absolute nightmare there. James FC, who does do well in the Europa League, had a shitter this time around as well. So it is early days, and I didn't play my double. I didn't play my double pointer, so hopefully we can do that this weekend as well, or this week, should I say. Of course, if you want to get involved, it is still free. You can get involved. There is there's no costs whatsoever, and it is 100% free. Use this link here, cut.com/EL2022. It's 100% free. There's a QR code right there for you to get amongst it. But of course, that is just about that, of course. So let's take a look at the next round of matches then, shall we? Kick it all off with match day number 2 right here, right now. So let's jump in the deep end and have a little look at what we're talking about. Of course, the games will take place on Thursday. I'm just bringing them up right here, right now. Of course, 15th, I think, of September. Am I right? Now these two sides. Of course, Monaco up against Ferencvárosi. Locking horns over in Monaco. We'll lock horns on the early kickoff as well. Never played each other, though. Monaco, a back-to-back wins for them, 50% form for them. 1-2 lost to and drawn to. Of course, Monaco have played 5 home matches in a row without winning. Up against the Ferencvárosi side, winning 4 of the last 4 matches on the spot there. Of course, 83% form, just 1 defeat past 6. Of course, Fenerbahçe did beat Trabzonspor 3-2 last time around. Monaco with the big one over Red Star Belgrade. Back-to-back clean sheets for them moving forward. Monaco taking on Lyon this weekend, and of course they're expected to just about win that one. Meanwhile, Fenerbahçe with a big win expected over Kasvada in the top flight. They've got no odds on this one, so my odds are in my gut. My gut says a Monaco win, but only just 1-0 win in the end. 3 points in the bag, and we'll move the chains again in a second. Of course. Next, that is over in Group H. Trabzonspor against Slovenia, also in that group. Now these two sides never played each other either. Trabzonspor just 1 win and 6 then, 33% form for them. Red Star Belgrade 42% form, just 1 win and 6 also heading into this. Red Star opened up with that defeat to Monaco. They're taking on Nova Pazar this weekend in the top flight in the respective country. Their Trabzonspor did lose to Fenerbahçe 3-2 in the end on that one, taking on Adana this weekend, and they're expected to win that one. I suppose I expect to lose that one on this one. I do anticipate a bit of a response here from Red Star. I've gone with a 1-1 draw, just like 35% of the other folks who have gone ahead and made their predictions already. Kicking off forwards, Qarabağ up against Nantes, of course, coming at you as well. This is over in Group G now. Never played each other. 58% form for Qarabağ, winning 2, losing 2 of the last 4. Of course, up against a Nantes side, 50% form, winning 2, losing 2, and drawing 2 of the last 6. Qarabağ, though, haven't lost in any of the last 32 home matches. They've got an incredible home record, and they did lose to Freiburg last round in the Europa League. Taking on Savan Massar this weekend at home, and probably expected to win that game. Nantes with a big 2-1 win over Olympiacos. Of course, taking on Lorient this weekend, we're expected to lose this one. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Qarabağ on this one, go with the home form, go back in that, and of course, I might even just stick in there and play my booster on that one. Going in there confident on that one, so let me know if you are doing the same as well. Meanwhile, Olympiacos in the same group on this one, taking on Freiburg, of course, from Germany. A bit of a zinger this one. Of course, now these two sides have played each other just the one time. It was a friendly, so it doesn't really count. Olympiacos, of course, managed by Carlos Cobran. 1 defeat past 6, 67% form for them moving forward. Freiburg, of course, winning 5 out of the last 6 games, 83% form for them moving forward. A friendly was a 4-2 win for Freiburg back in July 2013. Olympiacos did lose to Nantes last time around. Freiburg with a big 2-1 win over Qarabağ. Of course, Freiburg taking on Gladbach this weekend. They're expected to win that game. Olympiacos are taking on Volos. They're also expected to win that game as well. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Freiburg on the road here. 3 points in the bag, monster result, and again, keeping the dream alive. Next, of course, we have Sociedad. They're taking on Omonia Nikosia. They're the ones managed by, of course, Neil Len, of course, going to Spain this coming week. Now, these two sides never played each other. Sociedad just 1 defeat past 5, 58% form for them. Up against Omonia Nicosia side, 50% form, winning 3 and losing 3 of the last 6. They did lose to Tiraspol last time out, 3-0 loss there. They're going to take on Apollon Limassol this weekend in the Cypriot top flight. As for Sociedad, with a big one over Manchester United, they're taking on Getafe this weekend. They're expected to win that game on this one. Going to go with a 3-0 demolition job here for Sociedad over Omonia Nicosia. 3 points in the bag, and of course, keeping the dream alive. That make it back-to-back wins for them. Of course, fantastic start as well. Meanwhile, the Sheriff are taking on Manchester United. What a day it's going to be for them, guys. Of course, Tiraspol unbeaten in the last 6 games. Of course, 83% form. In fact, they haven't lost in the last 7. Of course, winning 4 of the last 5. Meanwhile, Man United just 1 defeat past 5. 67% form for them moving forward. They did lose to Sociedad. Taking on, of course, Crystal Palace this weekend. They're expected to win that game. Tiraspol are taking on Milsamai this weekend in the domestic top flight. Which way is it going to go on this one? Everybody's backing United to at least get something out of this one. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Manchester United. Just 10% of the people have backed. Can I do another double booster? I can't. So I'm just sticking with my original one on that one. So moving forward, it's going to be, of course, Feyenoord against Sturm Graz. Of course, Feyenoord coming out of the Dutchlands up against, of course, Sturm Graz coming out of Austria. Now these two sides, of course, played each other in my eyes as never. Feyenoord just 1 defeat past 6 for them, 75% form for them moving up against Sturm Graz. Just 1 defeat also in the past 6 games, 75% form for them moving forward. In fact, Sturm Graz haven't lost in their last 4 games. They also not lost any of the last 5 away matches. It's actually been back-to-back clean sheets. Of course, pick up a draw against Salzburg in the top flight in Austria, and a draw against Midtjylland last time around. Final, though, did lose to Lazio 4-2 last time around. Of course, taking on Sparta this weekend, where they're expected to win quite comfortably. Same can be said for Sturm Graz. They're taking on Austria Klumpfurt this weekend as well. Let's take a long look at this one. Going to go with Feyenoord here, 2-1, 3 points in the bag. And of course, hopefully some points for me as we move forward. Same group is Midtjylland. They're going to take on Lazio. It's one of the earlier kickoffs on the 15th of September. Played each other never. Midtjylland just one win and 6 for them. 25% form for them. Up against the Lazio side, just one defeat past 6 games for them. 67% form for Sarri-Ball. Last time around though, Lazio with a big 4-2 win over Feyenoord. They're taking on Hellas Verona this weekend. They're expected to win that game. Up against the Midtjylland side, who of course back-to-back games now without a goal. Who did lose to Sturm. Taking on Nordsjælland this weekend. They're expected to just about win that game. Taking on Lazio, of course, I'm going to go with a 2-0 away day win here. 28% of the people who have already voted have gone with that as well. Moving forward is Union Berlin. They're going to go to Braga, of course, coming out of Portugal on this one. Of course, one of the later kickoffs. Now, these two sides never played each other. Braga, though, 5 wins on the spin, 92% form. Haven't lost in the last 9 home games, 7 games in total. Up against the Union Berlin side, of course, picking up a loss last round, 58% form for them moving forward. They did lose to Untitled, of course, from Belgium in Germany at home, which, of course, is a tricky thing to do. Union Berlin taking on Köln this weekend. They're expected to lose that game. Up against the Braga side, of course, back to back. That's 1, 2, 3, 5 clean sheets on the spin. Absolutely incredible. And they're taking on Rio Ave this weekend in the Portuguese top flight. Expected to win that game. Going to go with a 2-0 win on this one. 2-0 win. No, change it. I want the 0. The 0 is massive for me. Braga 3 points. Union Berlin struggling in the early days, or the early rounds, should I say, of the competition. Meanwhile, of course, Saint-Gilloise kicking us off with their win last round, taking on Malmö, coming out of Sweden. Again, this is over in Group D. Now, these two sides have not played each other. Gilloise, they're winning 4 of the last 5, 67% form for them. Up against the Malmö side, just 1 win in 4 games, and then 42% form for them moving forward. Malmö pick up a 2-0 loss against Braga. Of course, they're taking on Norrköping this weekend. Expected to win that game at home. Of course, Union Gilloise picked up a 1 win over Union Berlin. They're taking on Ghent this weekend. They're expected to win that game as well. Tough match to do this one. 2-1 win in the end. Saint-Gilloise make it back-to-back wins. Could they go the distance and go to the knockout stages? It looks very, very much so that will be the case. Roma need to get back to winning ways, taking on HJK this coming weekend over at the Stade Olimpico. Never played each other. Back-to-back defeats though for Roma right now. 58% form. Up against the HJK Helsinki side. 75% form for them moving forward. Roma haven't lost any last 15 home matches, of course. And of course, they do come into something like that 2-1 loss against Ludogorets Razgrad. They're taking on Empower this weekend. They're expected to win that game. HJK Helsinki taking on Honka this weekend. They're expected to just about win that game, of course, on this one. But what about this? I do anticipate a response here. If I can find my mouse for Roma, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win. It should be more than that, though, for Roma to get themselves back in the thick of things and, of course, get themselves back in the mix for getting out of this group. Next up is Real Betis against Ludogorets Razgrad, of course, late kickoff as well on Thursday, September the 15th. Never played each other, though. Betis winning 5 of the last 6, 83% form up against the Ludogorets Razgrad side. Unbeaten in the last 6 games, 92% form for them moving forward as well. Razgrad with the 2-1 win over Roma last time around. Of course, Betis with the 2-0 win over HJK Helsinki. Of course, Betis taking on Villarreal this weekend. They're expected to lose, only just though. Ludogorets Razgrad expected to beat Varasta this weekend. They're not going to beat Betis though at home. I'm just going to go with a 2-0 win, clean sheet to boot, 3 points back. 38% of the people who voted have gone with that as well. Rennes coming at you out of France up against Fenerbahçe, of course, coming out of Turkey. Now, these two sides have never played each other, I bet, according to my eyes anyway. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I can't even see it. There it is. Rennes. It is one of the later kickoffs. Of course, never played each other. Rennes, though, just 1 defeat past 6, 67% form for them. Against the Fenerbahçe side, just 1 defeat past 6, 82% form for them moving forward as well. Fenerbahçe pick up a 2-1 win over Kiev. Of course, Rennes with a 2-1 win over Larnaca. Rennes taking on Auxerre this weekend. They're expected to win that game. Of course, Fenerbahçe, I don't even know if they're in action or not. But they're going to go to Rennes, where I think it's going to be a difficult game. 2-1 win in the end. Go with 38% of the picks on this one. 3 points in the bag. That's over in Group B. Meanwhile, same group, it is Kiev. Dinamo Kiev up against Larnaca, of course, coming at you out of Cyprus. Now, they're never played, of course. Kiev, though, losing 5 of them out. Of course, 17% form. It's not the real deal, though. Kiev, of course, under a lot of pressure right now in the global eyes. Larnaca, of course, 50% form, 1-2 lost to and draw 2 over the last 6. Kiev, though, did lose to Fenerbahçe 2-1 last time around. Of course, Rennes with a big 2-1 win over Larnaca last time around. Larnaca taking on Nia Salamina, of course, over the top flight there. Kiev taking on FC Lviv, of course, at home on this one. Despite all the shit form right now, you've got to back Kiev on this one. 2-0 win for them at home against Larnaca. 3 points in the bag. Surely they're going to have enough in the tank to beat the Cypriots on this one. And then into, of course, the final group, we've got Bodø Glimt against Zürich. Of course, Bodø Glimt's governor, Knutsen Knutsen, could be a Brighton manager before this game actually takes place, but they play each other. Never 50% form for Bodø Glimt, of course. 1-2 lost to and drawn 2 of the last 6. Zürich, though, losing 3 in the bounce. 50% form for them moving forward as well. Zürich pick up a 2-1 loss against Arsenal. Glimt, of course, with a 1-1 draw against a PSV. They're taking on Tromsø this weekend. They're expected to win that game over the Norwegian top flight. Zürich taking on Servette Geneva. They're expected to lose that game as well. If Klutzen's here, this is going to be a comfortable 2-0 win for the hosts on this one. If he's not here, then who the heck knows what's going to go on. And then wrapping up, it's Arsenal, it's PSV, of course, over at the Emirates Stadium. And these two sides have played each other 5 times since 2002, 1 win apiece, 3 draws, of course. Arsenal winning 5 of the last 6, 83% form for them. Up against the PSV side, 1-2 lost, 2 draw 2 over the last 6, that's 50% form for them. Moving forward, last time played each other over in London was a 1-1 draw back in March 2007. That was in the Champions League. Of course, Arsenal picked up a 2-1 win over Zürich. They are taking on Everton this weekend. They're expected to win that game. Of course, Eindhoven with a 1-1 draw against Bodø. Glimt, they're taking on Warwick this weekend. They're expected to win that game as well. Going to back the Gunners here with a 2-0 win for them. 3 points in the bag. And of course, that, my friends, will be my picks. Of course, I did do my double booster here. Of course, with a Qarabağ against Nantes. Be sure to put yours in as well. And of course, what we want to do here is showcase the link. If you want to get involved, it is 100% free. Cutley/ECL2022. It is, of course, 100% free. Get your name in lights, of course, and we'll see you next weekend for the results of that. That is it, guys. Smash your subscribe, smash the thumbs up, smash the little bell. Check out links down on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon. But until then, boys and girls, we're done.